Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making this requested peplum top. If you're interested in it, please keep on watching. To my return subscribers, I love you all, and if you're just seeing this channel for the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. And quickly hit on the subscribe button if you haven't, and also turn on your notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post beautiful tutorials like this. The one on the thumbnail was used with polka dot fabric, but I used a plain crepe for mine and it came out really fun. So if you can get your hands on the polka dot, fine, but if you can't, you can use crepe for yours. All right, so let's get right into the video. So get your pattern paper, mark your starting line. From your starting line, get your bust point. From your bust point, get your underbust. From your underbust, get your waistline plus 1 inch joining allowance. My waistline is 18 plus 1 inch joining allowance. I made it 19. Okay, my waist point, is 18 plus joining allowance. I made it 19. So I'm going to connect the lines horizontally, and after that I'm going to label the lines. Sorry, my marker is not visible, so please bear with me. All right, so I'm going to label the bust point, the underbust, and the waistline. The next thing I'm going to do is to divide my shoulder by 2. And my shoulder is 18 divided by 2 is 9. I'll get my neck width 3. You can use 3.5 for your neck width, but I use 3. From my shoulder, I came down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. From there, I got my chest line, which is 9. And I'm going to connect the lines horizontally as well. Now, this is my chest line, and I'm going to connect vertically as well. Then curve, make my armhole curve. All right, it's as simple as that. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is to connect my shoulder slope to my neck width, like so. Then the next thing I will do is to label that chest line. Then my V neckline is going to be, watch and see how I placed my ruler in a curve shape, and I connected it to my chest line. After that, I'll get my nipple to nipple divided by 2 from my bust point down to the waistline, and I am going to connect on a straight line. All right, just this way. Then on the underbust tightening, I'm going to come out by 0.75 on both sides, and I will connect it this way. Please, the V neckline, you can extend yours to your bust points if you want your cleavage to be very, very visible, but I stopped at the chest line, so do whatever works for you. Then I'm going to extend that nipple to nipple to the chest line this way. On my armhole line, I went up by 3.5 inches. You can go up by 3 inches, but I went up by 3.5 inches. I'll connect it to meet the bust points with a curve rule this way. Then on both sides, I'll come up by 0.25 on both sides, and for tightening, and I'll connect it back this way. This is super easy, right? So I'll connect it this way, just the way you see me doing, like this. Then the next thing I'll do is to impute my round body measurement, which is my round bust divided by 4. I'll add 1 inch seam allowance. On my waistline, I'll divide my round waist divided by 4. I'll add 1 inch seam allowance, and I'll replace the 1.5 dart. All right, then I'm going to connect it this way. All right, then after doing that, the next thing I'm going to do is on the chest line, I will come down by 1 inch. Okay, first of all, I'll come in to shorten the shoulder. I came out by 2.5 inches. After that, I'll come down by ½ inch from the chest line. I came down by like 0.75 from the chest line. Then I connected it because I don't want it to be tight on my armhole area. Okay, to shorten the shoulder, I came out by 2.5. You can come out by 2, you can come out by 1.5, depending on how wide you want your shoulder to be. But for me, I came out by 2.5. all right, then on the chest line, I came down by 0.75. okay, because I don't want it to be tight on my armhole. So I will go ahead and I will cut it out this way. After that, I'll open up the dart. Okay, it's as simple as that. If you have any question, please leave it down the comment section. Now, after cutting this, we are going to draft for the back. I'll get another pattern paper and we'll draft for the back. Hope you understand. Now, this is our front. We've gotten our front pattern. All right, I'll use this and cut on my fabric. So I'll get a new pattern paper and we'll cut for the back. Now, while cutting for the back, we're going to drum our starting line. That starting line now, it's not going to be our shoulder line, it's going to be our chest line. Okay, hope you understand. Okay, draw your starting line. After drawing your starting line, then you're going to minus your chest line, which my chest line is 9. All right, so I'm going to minus 9 inches, which is my chest line. Now I've gotten my chest line. That line now is serving as my chest line. Then from there I will get my waistline, which is 18 plus 1 inch joining allowance, that's 19. And I'm going to draw a straight line. Now label that line chest line and this other one waistline. The next thing I'm going to do is to come in by my nipple to nipple divided by 4 and divided by 2. Sorry guys, your nipple to nipple divided by 2. Okay, then on the sides come out by 0.75, just the way we did for the front, and I will connect it this way. All right, hope you're getting it. So after that, I'm going to impute my round body measurement, which is my bust, round bust divided by 4. I'm going to mark it. I'll replace the that intake, then add 1 inch seam allowance. On my waistline, I'll divide my waist divided by 4. I'll replace the darts and I'll add 1 inch seam allowance. I'll go ahead and I will connect the lines this way. Now the same thing I did for the front, that I came down by 0.75 on from the chest line, I'm doing it now. So then on the center front, on the center back, I came down by 2.5 because I want the center back of mine to be deep. You can come in by 2, you can come down, you can come down by 2, you can come down by 3, depending on how deep you want your center back to be. And you're going to connect the line with a curve, or like on a curve. You saw the way I connected my own line in a curve. It's not straight. All right, so that's what you're going to do. So I am done drafting. I'm going to cut out the darts intake that I marked. Then this is the back. All right, so after this, now I did not add my zipper allowance. I'm going to be adding my zipper allowance for the back. I'm going to be adding it on fabric. Now this is it. I've placed this on my fabric and I added 1.5 inches for my zipper allowance. Now to prevent our zipper from bulging, I'll come out by 1/4 of an inch from the waistline. I came up by 1/4 of an inch on the waistline and I'm going to connect it slantly upward. With this, it's going to prevent your zipper from bulging. Hope you understand. If you watch up to this extent and you're yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I beg you in the name of God, hit on the subscribe button and do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you could always be notified whenever I post beautiful tutorials like this. Christmas is around the corner and I promise I'm going to be posting girly outfits tutorial on my channel, so you don't want to miss it. So I added about 1/4 of an inch all around it. The only place I added 1/2 inch is on the side. All right, is on the side. That is where I added only 1/2 inch. Or then I notched that zipper area so I'll know where my zipper is going to be sitting. Then while cutting, I added 1/4 of an inch, like I said before, all around. Then on the side, I added 1/2 inch just to be on the safer side. I've already added all the necessary allowance, so I'm going to set this aside and we'll cut for the back. For the front, we've cut for the back, now we'll cut for the front. So I'll get my fabric and I'll place the center front. This is the center front, and the same thing I did for the back. I'll add 1/4 of an inch all around. Okay, I'll add 1/4 of an inch all around. On the hem length, I added 1/4 of an inch. Then on the sides, I added 1/2 inch. Okay, all over I added 1/4 of an inch. Then on the side, I added 1/2 inch. Okay, so I'm just aligning my fabric. All right, then after cutting this, I'm going to cut for the side front. This is just the center front, and please, your center front should be on fold. Your center front should be on fold. Oh, please, your center front should be on fold. I'm repeating it. Okay, so this is the center front. I'm going to place my fabric again and I will be cutting for the side front. Now this is the side front. I'll cut and I'll add 1/4 of an inch all around. Then on the sides, I'm going to add 1/2 inch. On the hem length, I added 1/4 of an inch. Then on the side, I added 1/2 inch on the side. Hope you understand. So this is it. I'll place my phone for it to not dance around. Now on the side front, you can see it's not on fold. It's not on fold. I cut everything, but the center front is going to be on fold. Okay, the center front is going to be on fold. Now this is it. I am done. Now we're going to be joining our fabrics together. Okay, so I'm going to remove the pattern. Now this is it. This is what I mean by your center front should be on fold. Can you see it's on fold? The center is not separate. Center was cut on fold. So now what we're going to do is to add the sides to the center. So I'm going to place it this way and join it just like this. After joining, I will notch it. Okay, and I will bring the other side as well, and I will join it as well. I'll be sewing, like stitching on it this way, aligning it, stitching on it till it gets to the full length. All right, so this is for the front. After sewing, I'll notch. Now I'll get the back as well. This is the back. I'm going to unpin the pattern paper just the way you see me doing. Then I'm going to open up the center back. This is the center back. I'll open it and I'll be joining the sides. All right, I'll join the sides. I'll flip it this way. I'll join the other side as well. I'll notch and I'll flip. Please make sure you notch. I'll flip. All right, so you can use lining for yours, but I will not be using lining for this fabric. Okay, I will not be using lining. Now this is the front. I've gone ahead to join it, and this, you can see I notched the inside. This is how it's looking. Now I'll bring the back. This is the back as well. I notched it. I'll join the sides. That's the sides of the back. I'll join it to the front this way with with 1 inch, sorry, join with 1 inch. So I'll join both of them. Now this is it. This is how it's looking. I'm gonna have to join the back to the front. I've not added my zipper. I'll open it this way. The next thing we're going to do now is, this is our half length, which is our waistline. Now you're going to times your waist. My waist is 40. I will times it by 3. That's 40 times 3, which is 120. Okay, so I got the 120 this way. The longness is 120. All right, if you want the pleat of yours to be gathered like very much, you can multiply your waist by 4, but I multiplied my waist by 3, which is 40 times 3, which is 120. Now I want the full length of this top to be 27. Now 19 minus 27, I am left with 8 inches, and then what I have here is 8 inches. On fold is 8.5. Then I'll use ½ inch to join it. I'll be pleating on it, like I'll pleat this 120 long fabric on my fabric, like on the upper part. You can decide to run a loose stitch on it and gather it. All right, whichever one you can do, you pleat it on this upper part. Okay, now the part you're pleating is the folded edge. You can see the open edge. You can see the folded edge is down. I'm done pleating it. Can you see how it's looking? This is it. Now the folded edge is down. That is what I mean. As you can see, I multiplied my waist by 3, and the pleat is full like this. So I suggest you multiply your waist by 3. Do not multiply it by 4, because the pleat is going to be way too much. Now I'll use this fabric now to bias the neckline and the armhole. After biasing, I'm going to add my zipper. Hope you understand. After biasing, I'll add my zipper. It's as simple as that. This is it. Now to add I've not added my zipper though yet. I've not added, but I'm done biasing the neckline and the armhole. Now I have this extension. That's the rope you're going to tie around your neck towards the back. This is it. What I have there is on fold. I've sewn it. I have 2 inches. Sorry, I have 2 inches. I'm going to stitch on it this way. The longness depends on you. You can make yours 40, as long as 40 or 30 or 50. So I'm going to run a stitch on it, and we are done. All right, so we've come to the end of this tutorial. Please, if you find it helpful, give it a thumbs up, leave a nice comment, and do not forget to share my video. And if you have any question, please leave it down the comment section. To my return subscribers, I love you all, and if you're yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I beg you in the name of God, quickly hit on the subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post beautiful tutorials like this. So I want you to rate the crepe fabric I used for mine. See you on my next one. Bye.